Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for choosing our show today. If you're watching us for the first time, please take a second or two and subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. It allows YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this. Also, like this video. It really promotes the video when you hit that like button. Thank you very much once again for your continued support. Now, Raila's repatriation into the country, or should I say Raila's body? It's very difficult to imagine that he is no longer the prime minister we knew, or no longer the right honorable, but his body, the repatriation of his body into the country was marred in chaos. And information is now leaking on just how shaky the security apparatus handled the return of Raila's body. Even to make it worse, are the leaders of the country that led to the chaos in Kasarani, because the confusion and error started from morning when mourners and Raila supporters went ahead and removed Raila's body from the jet that carried his body. Then in the confusion, they decided that they were no longer bringing his body to parliament, rather to Kasarani. Then it was Kasarani that even more chaos erupted. Sources indicate that when mourners thronged the Kasarani stadium, the VIP members, that is the president, the cabinet, members of parliament, went there to view the body before they allowed the ordinary Kenyans to view the body. That is not bad. Many a times where the president is, people agree because this has caught the nation, and Ruto has really taken this as his own. But the problem was they were taking too much time, and the ordinary Kenyans were growing impatient. They could not realize that because they rely on the GSU and the security. So the members who are becoming very impatient decided to attack them. First, it was a verbal attack. Tumetoka mbali, tunachoka. And I think they started throwing some things to the VVIP where they were, the president and his team were viewing the body. And that is when chaos erupted. And then the process, it is reported 2 people are killed. Now, there is a video that is going viral of just how the police tried to cover up and pick the bodies, and this is what has really angered very many people. First, look at the growing impatience and how the police dealt with the anger of the people.
Lari, Mungu nisaidie, watoto ni wadogo kai.
Wamekuja vibaya.
Hope you've heard that voice. Tunachoka, tumetoka mbali. It only tells you these people felt like time was moving fast. Some of them were at JKIA, others were in parliament. Then the information comes that Raila's body is now being taken to Kasarani sports stadium. So they were not really very happy. And after that, that was very chaotic. Some mama there is crying, oh, niko na watoto, Mungu nisaidie. And then after the mess, please look at how they were trying to cleanse this mess, because look at those two vehicles and just how the police surrounded what many people believe were bodies that had been killed, two bodies. Just take a look at this. Those are very shocking scenes because, as I said earlier, I believe there's a way in which they would have handled this process, that event. First of all, they must take cognizance of the fact that Raila had many supporters. And could they go to Lee Funeral Home and view him there? That is the VIP guys, the president leading his team. Or could they just allow the masses to do it, then the masses go, then they are left to do it? Because they did it in such a way that the members felt, ai, sasa mnachelewa. And that is how hell broke loose. And if it is true that those vehicles were there to pick dead bodies, then you see, there was no control measure. The police is supposed to maintain law and order, but not in a manner that results in another unlawlessness. We are mourning Raila, then more people are being killed. To me, that is not very right. Just like some people, some goons yesterday broke into some shops. We are mourning and you do all these things. I mean, it is not acceptable. Now, what will happen? Because this is just the beginning. That was the arrival. They have not taken him to Kisumu. And if you want to imagine, what happened today could be a drop in an ocean. Because there is this sense of entitlement that Raila Niwetu, Kisumu is the headquarters of Nyanza, and so we must see him and we must be given ample time. He will arrive at the airport in Kisumu. You can imagine what will happen from Kisumu as they drive from Kisumu to wherever the viewing will be. If they could not handle this one today, will they handle the mess in Kisumu? Are we now anticipating more deaths? Because you will agree with me that there was some confusion. Did they realize that people were going to be so many, that multitude, so that instead of first taking people to parliament, they head direct to Kasarani the same way they did after realizing that they were being overwhelmed? I'm saying this with a lot of pain because we could witness even more deaths. Some people are saying that the crowd had no right to attack the VIP. Of course, they didn't have any right. But you need to deal, when you are dealing with the crowd, you read the psychology and the mood. These people are paying their last respect to Raila. They have walked with him. They have been on the streets with him. They believed in Raila. Surely something could have been done. So what are they going to do? I hope they have learned and the security might do better rather than whipping. We need to be proactive rather than being reactive. From the word go, when we watched how things were being handled, how things turned out from JKIA, we knew there was going to be a mess, and sure, that is what happened. This crowd here was a warning shot that things were not going to be very easy in Kasarani. And the video of those two vehicles, of course, people are saying, Meua, Meua. If you want to know that those are people been killed, the crowd saw what was happening and they were saying, Meua. And it reminds people of the days when the police, just recently when they killed people and there were rumors that, they are hiding somebody's, there were a lot of rumors that some are being held at DOD. There is a lot of rumors. But sometimes when you see what is happening and you try to connect the dots and you feel, yes, these people can do anything. For example, where were those two bodies going? Let me hope that maybe they were not dead and they were taking them to the hospitals. But the information that we have is that they killed two people. So we might link them to the two people. So where are they taken? Of course, to the mortuary. And it is very sad, the manner in which they were doing it, nearly by force, even the speed at which the vehicles left the venue. So we are only lamenting on the fact that the intelligence should be doing the report. They knew the number of people, the crowd would be so huge. They should have prepared themselves in a way that would not result in another casualty, because we are headed to Kisumu, and what will happen from now till Raila is buried, we really need to ensure that Raila is not buried with many more people after him because of chaos around. But I think the supporters must also do their bit so that we avoid such.